Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Ranking Member Bozeman. I ask unanimous consent that my opening statement or my statement be part of the record.
Hearing no objections, so ordered.
The bill we're talking about is H.R. 3685, would simply require the Department of Veterans Affairs have a drop-down menu titled Veterans Employment on its homepage. If you go to the homepage of the Veterans, there is in the lower right-hand side, there's a category for federal jobs, but it's not linked to private sector jobs. You have to go up on the top of the page, and then you hit a pull-down menu, and within that pull-down menu is something called Vet Success. Now, within Vet Success, you've got to go through all kinds of, in fact, if you're a veteran looking for a job, it's a daunting task. Even when you look for federal jobs, it's difficult. But to get the private jobs, you have to click on Veteran Service drop-down menu and navigate 28 possible links. When you go to monster.com, you can quickly put in a zip code and get all the jobs in your area. You can't do that. And they've separated the federal jobs from the private jobs. I think you could have one drop-down menu that would include all the jobs for veterans in the private and federal government all in one site and make it easier. So I think my suggestion with this bill is it to make it easier, tell the Veterans Affairs that the word vet success does not even imply private sector jobs. So in the long term, you know, the veteran who's coming back and looking for a job is having a hard time finding it in the federal government and the private sector. Why not have it reconfigured so that everything is together and that it's easy for the veteran to determine what jobs in his areas are available. Now, I finally went through and did it. I put in my zip code, and I came up with 14 jobs, but they were an hour and a half to 2 hours away. So there's got to be some discernment here so the veterans can't look for a job that's 2 hours away. He's looking for that area. If you wanted it 2 hours away, you would put a different zip code. So, you know, if there's nobody in that zip code, there's no job, it should say 0 and not refer you to other zip codes that are 2 hours away. So I'm just asking that we take some of the private sector monster.com approach, which is easy. I went in there and found 237 jobs in my local town. So I think my bill should be carefully looked at and work with the Veterans Affairs so that we can get it more expedited for our veterans. Thank you, Madam Chair.